Hello everyone, it's JC here with another video for you. It's a beautiful, beautiful day outside, blue sky, and today for the very first time after a month, I decided to actually go and meet a friend of mine. We've been only talking via FaceTime or on the phone, but we haven't met in person for a month, and we thought it would be a good idea just to meet today, of course keeping the social distancing, like 1.5 meters from each other, but we were also wearing our masks. So we went for a little walk in the city, and I had this idea to film a little bit for you and show how empty the city is. Obviously, you have to remember that this is around 9:30 in the morning. We decided to go out very early because what is happening in Amsterdam is that most people are actually going out when the weather is nice. And as you can see here, the streets are pretty empty compared to what is normal. But what we see is that people are still going about their lives. No one was wearing a mask. I mean, my friend and I were the only ones wearing masks because masks are not a requirement in Amsterdam for the time being. They don't think that masks will make any difference. But because masks make us feel a little more comfortable, so we are wearing them. But it's funny that when we are walking down the street, people look at us as if we are crazy people, you know, because we are the only ones wearing masks. I think 99.9% of people in Amsterdam are not wearing masks. Every now and then you will see someone with a mask on their face, but most of the time they are not. The guidelines here are that the people can go out to do exercise, but they, how can I say, they restrict the amount of people to gather to 2 people. So you can walk around with a friend, with a family member, but it should be maximum 2 people and still keep your distance from each other. I think it's really important for us to keep the distance. So as you can see from the videos, the city was very, very empty, but this again reminding you, this was very early in the morning, because what I've noticed is that as the weather gets better and better, I mean, when it's very nice and sunny, blue sky, people tend to go out, you know, and for some reason, some shops are still open. We even managed to do a little bit of shopping in a drugstore. I had to buy some tissues and products to clean my hand, so we found some shops that were open, but obviously there are some guidelines when you go into the shop, so you have to be very careful. Many shops will advise you to self-service and self-checkout, like they have these machines where you can scan your products and then pay with your card without having any contact with the employee, which I think is really nice because it makes you feel a little more independent. So yeah, walking around the city, again, we were 2 crazy people wearing a mask, but I don't know. I still don't know if this is going to be a guideline in the future, but so far, no one is obliged to wear a mask. Of course, you're not forbidden to wear it either, and I think we have to get used to it because it might take a while before we are able to go back to our regular life as it was. So again, walking around the city at this time in the morning was very strange because I had the feeling I was in a science fiction movie. But then about around, I think 11 o'clock, 11:30, you could see the movements increasing. I could see that more people were coming out, and especially because of the weather was so beautiful, as you can see in the videos. It's only natural that people want to enjoy as much as possible and still try to keep the social distancing. It can be hard at times, but I think nowadays it's something that we all need to do, and to make sure that we are protected and that we also protect each other, because it's not about only protecting ourselves, but it's about protecting each other. So I think we're all in this together, and obviously I really hope that we can find a solution as soon as possible so we can try and go back to what our lives used to be. I think it's going to take a long time, but we don't know. But yeah, so this was the video for today. I just wanted to sit and talk to you because I know that a lot of people are having such a hard time during this quarantine. I mean, a lot of people are feeling isolated. A lot of people are having anxiety. They get depressed, and I think the fact that we miss each other, that we cannot really be together, I think this really affects a lot of people. It affects me as well. I still have my job that I'm working from home during the week, but when the days that I'm off, it can be a drag because you don't have much to do other than get on the phone and talk to your friends or FaceTime someone and maybe go around the block. But still, there are so many things that I wish I could do, like going to a movie theater and watch a movie. We can't do that at home, but I mean, just the normal things that we used to do. And the funny thing is that when this happens, now that we are going through the situation, that's when you realize that the very small things that you used to have that you probably took for granted, now you appreciate them so much. So let's hope that very soon we can go back to what it was before and live life as best as we can. So I wanted to wish you all a fantastic Easter weekend. I hope if you are with your family that you have a wonderful time. I'm here alone, so I'm gonna spend Easter on my own. But again, I live alone, so there's not much that I can do about that. But I will be in touch with my friends. And I wanted to wish you all an amazing weekend. And I will be seeing you very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a fabulous day. Bye!